I'm George Perkins. Address is 3411 Goose Creek Road. The biggest impact of changes in the current rate case are the increase in rates, approximately 10 to 15% across the board. I'm protesting that increase because given the justifications submitted by LG&E, such as the capitalization of some operating expenses, it seems to me that the increase is intended more to benefit the stockholders than to improve service for the ratepayers. But there will be others addressing those issues in more detail and expertise than I have, other commenters and the interveners in the case. My purpose here is rather specific. I would like to challenge the winter peak rates in the time of day rate class. For the benefit of those who might not be familiar with this, the time of day pricing involves, for the winter from November to March, 2 4-hour periods each weekday, during which the cost of electricity is approximately 2 times what it is during the other 16 hours of the day. There's a similar situation in the summer with only 1 4-hour period per day. And the off-peak rate is approximately 20% less than the fixed rate, which probably the majority of residential customers use. The purpose of having peak rates like that is twofold. It's an incentive for consumers to limit consumption, and it saves LG&E from having to buy more expensive electricity or add additional generating capacity to meet the peak demand. The justification of choice of peak times was requested on July 31st in submissions to the rate case by the joint interveners. And they said, they asked LG&E to explain how peak hours were determined and provide supporting documentation. On August 12th, the response from LG&E was embarrassingly dismissive. 2 words: operational reality. No data either referred to or submitted. I have taken the trouble to analyze LG&E's load pattern for the years of 2022 to 2023 using their own hourly load data that was submitted to the rate case. I found that the morning, in actuality, the morning 4-hour peak load occurs 2 hours later, and the evening peak time is 1 hour earlier than the time specified in LG&E's tariff. My reason for the challenge, or standing if you will, is that the existing peak times adversely affect my credits and charges as a net metering and time of day ratepayer. I'm requesting of the Commission that the correction be required as part of this rate case, or alternatively, that LG&E be required to justify the existing peak times by submitting detailed documentation. I've previously submitted my analysis in a written comment to PSC, but I chose to emphasize it and perhaps be redundant in person here at this hearing. I've also submitted it to LG&E, but have not received any acknowledgement or any response in approximately a week since I sent it to them. Thank you very much.